Yeah, hi everyone. This is, Kingdom Hearts Chain Memories. This is the original GBA version. And it's a pretty cool version. I think most people are familiar with the console and PC version, so this might be a treat for people that only have played the console version. But yeah, so we'll get started pretty soon. So, alright, it's tech ready on time, hopefully? Alright, 3, 2, 1, and go. So Kingdom Hearts Chain Memories starts like soon after the events of Kingdom Hearts 1. We're following Riku here. Riku is basically unlocked when you complete Sora's story. And he works a little bit differently to Sora, but we're going to start explaining the basic mechanics of the game. So I'm just going immediately into a random encounter. So these card values that you see, basically these cards are doing battle with what the enemy is showing. So each value, if it's higher than the value of the enemy's cards, that means you won the little card battle and you're able to get your attack through. If it ties, you just, nothing happens. And if you get nothing, oh wow, I'll go talk about that a little bit. Anyway, so, and if you lose the card battle, you get stunned a little bit. Okay, what is up with my GBA? Okay, there we go. I must have just messed with it a little bit. Okay, it's fine though, worked out. So that after every encounter, you get experience and a map card, and that map card helps you progress through the. What the hell is going on? Sorry, that's a weird tech issue. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, that's fixed. So, yeah. So each time, sorry, let me go on. Each time I level up, I get to choose between 2 to 3 stats. I get to choose between HP and DP. So in this version of Chain Memories, you can actually upgrade DP. In the original version, you can't upgrade your DP until you go into your second world. And that's for plot reasons, and we're going to take advantage of that here. So this is like the worst encounter you can possibly get in this room, especially in this like 2D like environment. It's actually a little bit hard to get behind the defender, but as long as you're able to dodge behind it, it's not too awful. But they do use 9 cards, which is like really high. Anyway, so card values happen to go between 0 and 9, and you combine the 3 cards to make a thing called a slate, which is like a combo move. So now that I've defeated all enemies in the room, I can move on. I'm just going to check carefully what I have. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to Tranquil Darkness first. So I'm going to try to avoid using the 1 that I have for the blue card, because I need that for a later room in the game, even though I start with the Moment's Reprieve. So ideally, I do want to get another green card that is not Strong Initiative. And Strong Initiative is quite possibly the best drop I can get here, but I'm going to save that for a later room in the world. That's actually a really good drop as well. I might actually be able to use that 1 Moment's Reprieve as well, instead of needing it for later. But at the moment, I need to get through the game using these map cards. So every time I get to like level 5, or each interval of like 5, 10, 15, for example, I can actually upgrade my strength stat, which I am absolutely going to do. Sora does not have that option. Instead, he gets like a new combo move, but like strength is just so much better in this case. Okay, cool, I got another green card. That sorts me out. I'm going to use the 7 here. So Mingling Wells is a map card exclusive to Riku's mode. You basically can get like any room, and you just hope for the best. Okay. So each like story room has like a thing called like key of guidance, key of like beginnings, key of truth. Not in that order. But in Riku's story, you only need to go through mostly the key of beginnings because there's not too much plot, but only in this world you go to a key of truth. There is one world where you do go to a key of guidance. I'm also trying to save my... hold on. I'm also trying to save my Looming Darkness cards for the next world, because I absolutely need them. Alright, so I'm going to use the zero, what is it, Strong Initiative, yeah. I'll explain what that room does as soon as I get to the door up here. I don't want to count the enemies yet, because I'm actually going to fight the first boss of the run. Okay, I have no choice but to use that. Okay, that's fine. So the first boss in the game is Maleficent. So we want to try and hit her head and try to not make her breathe fire. If she breathes fire, the camera is like forced down because for some reason the lock-on just focuses on the fire instead of her head. But always we're going to just like try and wail on her head. Sometimes Riku's like slashes miss. It's a little bit hard to tell, but that was like a really good fight, so easy. Yeah. And we're going to absolutely abuse Dragon Maleficent's card here. So Dragon Maleficent's card gives you the ability Overdrive and increases Riku's attack, which is very nice. And combined with this room, which is Strong Initiative, we're able to end encounters almost pretty much instantly. Unfortunately, I got the worst encounter in the room, which is the 2-wave encounter. I'm just going to grab the experience quickly because I do want to reach level 10 as soon as possible. So basically we're going to do a little bit of grinding as long as I have the available cards needed. But Strong Initiative is incredibly powerful for getting those quick rooms and the quick grinds done. This counts like over instantly after Overdrive, yeah. So when I start this grind, I'm not necessarily grinding for experience, but I'm more like grinding for map cards because I can't complete the game without going through all the rooms that the game requires me to go through. Got another Looming Darkness, which is nice, but not ideal. So I'm just going to gamble here because I didn't get another Strong Initiative, but I did get a Mingling Worlds here that I can use. So again, it could be any room, so hopefully it's Strong Initiative, and I don't think it is. I could get like rooms that are not usually in Riku's mode, like Martial Awakening, for example. But fortunately, I don't think I've got any, so I'm not sure what room this is right now. And I didn't get the right green Keyblade card. But we'll go through some more counters, just so I get like a few map cards. I think this is Tranquil Darkness, but it's very hard to tell initially what you have unless you can just like see immediately what it is. Like some rooms are really obvious and some rooms are not so obvious. Okay, perfect. Okay, I could just use this card to go for a little bit more of a grind. That's also a good drop. So the cards that I do want to see is just stuff that can help me complete the game, as well as generally like high cards. Alright, cool. So one little trick I've learned is you can actually go into a previous room and just like reset the room. And as you like increment up like values, you can like, how can I describe it? Like keep on going. As long as so it goes from 1 to 9, and then if you have like a 0 card, the 0 is like the highest, considered the highest value, but also like the lowest. Or, yeah, so once you use a 9, you're forced to like use a 0, and that's what I'm trying to like avoid using, because 9s rarely show up. I'm getting a lot of Teaming Darkness cards, which is both good and not so good. I'd rather see Looming Darkness. Sorry, I'm just figuring out like how many rooms I've been in at the moment. It's like 1, 2. But I'm pretty sure the next room will definitely be my last room in this world. Okay, cool. Because I can't go down too easily with the numbers. and I don't want to use too many map cards that are like unnecessarily to be used. So. There was no enemy, yeah. Sometimes enemies like weirdly don't like spawn when you want them to. So it adds for like, have I cleared this room out or haven't I? Sort of question. I am getting more Lumi Darknesses, which is actually really nice. Alright. This might be the last encounter before I leave this world, so... Okay, cool. Yeah, we're out here. So as we enter Castle Oblivion, we see by Ansem. So I don't know what he's doing here, but we're going to take care of him. He's not really doing much. And that's a very easy boss fight. So I hit level 10 too. Level 10 is actually kind of important for the next world. I also have to make this choice very, make sure I make this choice correctly, because I can't take back the choice of like what world I go to next. So I need to make sure I pick Traverse Town here. Okay, cool. Okay, thank goodness, otherwise my run would be over if I picked the wrong world. But yeah, so the Traverse Town is also going to be another place where we're going to get more map cards. But also, you may have noticed my deck will be changing between each world. So in Riku's mode, instead of the deck building aspect of Sora's story, you are forced to have certain decks in worlds. And some are really good, and some are complete garbage. So it's going to be very fun to see what decks we end up having. A big thing that we also got after the Ansem fight is that we have dark points now. So every time I break an enemy, which means I have higher card value than the enemy, I get a certain total, depending on how much I break them by, added to my dark points. Once I hit 30 dark points, I go into my dark mode, which completely changes how Riku fights, basically. He ends up having a different free hit combo. He's able to have access to his combo moves, which he normally doesn't have access to while being in his normal mode. And also, he gets some more ways to dodge enemies, which is very nice, and extra like movement across the battle. So I need to see how my Looming Darknesses are. So, okay. So Looming Darkness is by far the best like card for this world, mainly because you get like a ton of enemies in each room, about like 8 enemies, and then additionally to that, the accounts are also really fast, and also the room also loads in pretty quickly. And the reason why hitting level 10 is really nice is so that I have extra attack power to take out these enemies much more quickly than I would be at level like 8 or 9. Team Darkness cards are also nice, but they're like a little bit of a downgrade compared to Looming Darkness. And if you're wondering why I'm collecting experience while like like it's not really necessarily important right now. It's mainly because I want to just end fights faster. If I don't pick up the experience immediately, the screen will just like stay there until it disappears. So yeah, collecting experience is actually like makes fights go faster, which is kind of funny. If I were playing Recom, I would suddenly be able to upgrade my dark points here. I would not be able to do that in Hollow Bastion. Oh, that's really nice. All right. Okay, maybe 6 and 7, because that's likely the highest. Yeah. So I'm going to try to make a beeline to the boss room, but I'm also going to go try and get some encounters along the way, just to clear out some room. I actually want to get rid of that, yeah. So this boss here is guard armor. He's pretty straightforward. The thing you have to do about him is make sure you try to hit all his limbs at once, like, and position yourself correctly, like just so that every sort of limb is hit. Okay. And once you take out his limbs, you can take out his body. And that's guard armor. He's not too hard. There will be some harder boss fights coming up, but not quite now. But I think while like I'm gonna grind for a bit, because I think I explained all the basic stuff, might as well have some messages from JT.
Yeah, we got a couple of donations here. We got $15 from Dr. Rank saying, believe in the heart of the cards. Put $5 each towards Dog for the Stardew Valley, Spanish for Monkey Ball, and Shadow Generations Tokyo DLC. And we have $10 from Aperus saying, please put this towards Hollow Knight Path of Pain race. So that's very close to being met. We're only $40 away from that one, so that's at $260. And for the Shadow Generations run, we're at $255 out of $300 also. So if you'd like to see those donations incentives met, go to donate.ausspeedruns.com. Back to you.
Yeah, thanks. There's not an awful lot going on here, except like getting more map cards. The number I want to like get is around 87, which is almost like the full amount you can carry. So the maximum like both Riku and Sora can carry is like 99. But fortunately, I don't have to like go back and like get more map cards. So this will be like the last time I would like stay in random encounters in a like go into random encounters a lot. So after this world, we'll just go like make a beeline to like every boss. That's a good job. Yeah, I think the biggest things that I need is probably more blue cards right now. And more of those cards too, more Looming Darkness, that's never a bad thing. Oh, that's really good. I probably need to see if I have another 0 red just in case, because I do need a 0 red to get through a room later in the game. But 0 cards are just really nice when they drop, because they can just go through any room except for boss doors. Okay, cool. We are good. I think the last thing I need is like another like high blue card. That's like needed, but five's good actually. I need like a 5 for later. That's also nice.
Got time for a couple of donations?
Yep, absolutely.
Fantastic. We have $20 from Matthew H saying happy PAX. Woo, 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 woo. Thank you so much for that donation. And a $5 anonymous donation, putting it towards CJ Path of Peril incentive, which is currently very close to being met, actually. We're $35 away from that one. That's at 265 out of 300. So if you'd like to see that incentive for that race for Hollow Knights, get your donations in. Go to donate.ausspeedruns.com. All for charity. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks. I'm a little bit away from level 13, so I'm going to be able to check how many map cards I have soon, and see how many more I need or how many rooms I need to go through. And we'll know exactly how many after I go through the next room, I believe. So hopefully, yeah. Unfortunately, this is like a very necessary evil of the run that I have to collect all these map cards. Otherwise, I just flat out won't be able to complete the game. So. That's very good. Cool. Alright, hopefully I don't need too much more. Hopefully, ideally, it'll be these 2 rooms. Oh, that's exactly... yeah, that's exactly what I need. Interesting. Yeah, so only these 2 rooms to go. So once we clear them both out, we're able to move on. near 8 or 9. Alright, this should be the final room. So after this, I'll be able to just complete the rest of the game. It's like almost there, like with the blue cards, it's like, just like that one number short. Unless I'm forgetting like a high blue drop earlier, but this should be like the last encounter. Yep, okay, cool. We're out of here. Alright, so that should be the grind over. If you're wondering how I'm skipping cutscenes in this version, I'm just holding the start button. That isn't like explicitly made known in the game, that you can skip cutscenes through that way in the original version. So we're finally going to go through a bunch of these worlds. So we're just going to go through them in order that the game just gives it to us. So let's see how. I don't have a lot of low numbers. Jeez, that's interesting. Okay. So ideally, I want to see like small rooms. So I'll be using a bunch of red cards, but not too high because I need like the big numbers for Wonderland. I got so many fires, jeez. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, this is a jank room. Oh yeah, to escape from random encounters, you just go to the side and it fills up a bar. Oh wow, that? That's a little scary, okay. Anyway, I'll explain that a little later. So we're up against G Jafar. So the way to beat him is to hit Iago up there, and hopefully he doesn't attack immediately. Otherwise, like the platforms will change the moment he like gets a card out. So ideally, you don't want to be like changing platforms too many times. Wow, he just denied me the reload. Oh, also, I should mention too, so normally there's like a little timer that forces you to, like, you have to hold the A button to reload your deck, but Riku doesn't have that, so we're just able to press A and instantly be able to reload our deck. Sora and literally everyone else in the game that has to reload their deck has to like hold the button and wait for like 1, 2, 3 counts, depending on how many times they've reloaded their deck before. And then it goes up to 3, fortunately. You have to like go up to a 4 or 5. So this next boss, he's not too difficult, especially because we're technically a little bit over-leveled for him. But he is a bit annoying, and this is also the first time we'll be able to use our dark mode. So I'll immediately trigger overdrive. I'll immediately break him, because the idea is I need to hit my dark mode as fast as I can. So Vexen has a really annoying shield in front of him. It's not too difficult to get behind him, but it is harder in this version because you need to just find a dodge behind him. Fortunately, he's not letting me behind him. He is breaking me every opportunity. But yeah, once I hit my dark mode, I have access to my... Okay, that was a 9, okay. So... That doesn't usually happen. Usually it goes for high values. And I'll keep on abusing my my jump combo as I jump behind him. I basically press B twice to be able to double jump and get behind him, or try to get behind him. The worst thing Vexen can do is waste your time. So he has a shadow card that lets him revive at half HP if he triggers it. That was an alright fight, but it could be a little bit better. But the worst thing he could do is revive at half HP, which is very annoying. So next world is Monstro, and sometimes you can go here before Agrabah to disable Vexen's auto life ability, but we didn't go here first because it is technically slower to just go through the menu and switch between them both. I am going to use the 1 card here though, because I want because it's my only 1 card that I have that is red and kind of decent. So I try to start as low as possible and then go into higher and higher numbers. As soon as I hit the 9, I have to use a 0, and I'm trying to save up my zeros. What do I have? Okay. I got low numbers, which isn't too bad. So Parasite Cage is extremely laggy on this version of the game. You may see frame drops as I've tried to fight him, but basically the floor is lava and you don't want to touch the floor. If I do, it can actually interrupt my combo, and that is not very ideal. The gimmick card though prevents the floor from being lava. That's the Mickey card that I just got. I got that in the previous fight, but I didn't need to use it. But here, this is more than necessary, just to be able to get a really quick fight here, and also just avoid the lag spikes. Unfortunate. So the experience just jumped behind Parasite Cage, and unlike Recom, you can't automatically collect the experience, so it takes a little bit to get to you. Luckily, it didn't take too long. That is a big room for Tranquil Darkness. Those 2 characters you see in the cutscenes, Zexion and Lexaeus, you will see them later in the run in some form. So Neverland has probably one of the worst decks, but not in the way that you would expect it to be bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to use, yeah, that one. That's fine, because I got like a bunch of lower cards, so I should be okay to be able to unlock the room later in the game. So Sleeping Darkness is also a really nice room, but it can be like simultaneously the worst room because it can like put enemies in front of the doors that you need to go through. But the enemies are still, and the room is really small. I have plenty of fives here. So this is where I need the 0. Okay, yeah. So Hook here, it's really difficult if he uses... Okay, he used the second chance, okay. So the reason why this deck is not so great is that I only have 1-0 and it's right in the middle of the deck. And that makes it really hard to get to when I need it immediately. The worst card he can like trigger is random values, which means I won't know the value of his card until he pulls it out. But luckily he was actually really nice here. So yeah, that could have gone a lot worse. Like, yeah, I could have like very easily died. This room is massive. Let's see if, yeah, the door's up there. So this is our first fight against a very common boss in this game, Riku Replica. So Riku Replica, if you're wondering, the moment he turns dark mode, I can tell who I am, mainly because the target is not on me once I get into dark mode. Also, I'm trying to get into dark mode as fast as I possibly can. And then I'm able to wail on him. The worst thing he can do is activate Incremator at the start of the fight, which increases his card values by 2 every time he uses it. He uses a card, whether in a combo or up in the corner there. But luckily he hasn't used Incremator yet, so this might be a fairly straightforward fight if he behaves. Okay, he uses Incremator now. Yeah. That was a very smooth fight, yeah. Exactly what I want to see. Also, I played this cutscene for a little bit because the dialogue's a little bit funny. We're going to do some like Sonic Adventure. So we're in a bunch of new worlds now. We got a bunch of new world cards. So we're going to go into Atlantica. It has a pretty good jam for the GBA soundtrack. All right. Plenty of cards. Okay. I'm going to use the worst possible card here. So normally Lasting Days sucks. And that's because you have this very big and awkward room you have to like go through. But luckily if you use it like in a corner, it's not too awful. I barely have any freeze left. That's an interesting conundrum. Usually the most common drops with values are like 3, 4, and 5. When it comes to like cards. So that should be like the most common cards that I get. Alright, this is the door I needed like a high value blue card in, which I unfortunately don't have. So I need to suss this out the best way I can. So it'll be like, and then, yeah, okay. So I have a pretty bad deck here. I only can have, like, my highest value is 5. So unless Ursula uses some like really high cards, like she can use like 8s and all that. Also, I need to climb on her shoulder in order to do the damage. Sora's Mode's fight is like much cooler because she can do this like, because he's like slices in midair, actually are able to hit her face without having to like jump on her shoulder. Oh. Okay. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Sometimes she can go into like hard mode where she can just like rain lightning on you and there's like not much you can do, but it's okay. If you get hit though by those bubbles, like your controls are reversed, which is very annoying. And then she can also like fire a beam out of her mouth, which can two-shot Riku with his current HP. So yeah, those are some of the attacks you didn't see in the fight. But as I'm going to the next world, I'm just wondering if there's any messages.
Yes, we have a couple of donations. So we have $20 from Break Atmo, no comment, but thank you so much for the donation. And we have a $75 donation from Donny Bravo saying, believe in the heart of the cards. Thank you so much for those donations. And just a quick reminder of the upcoming incentives. We got the Path of Pain race in Hollow Knight, currently only $35 away from meeting that goal. And the Tokyo DLC run in Shadow Generations, that's $45 away. So if you'd like to donate, you can go to donate.ausspeedruns.com. Thank you so much.
Okay. That is good to know. Oh, there's the other organisation members. So there is Larxene and Axel that we don't get to see that much in Riku's story. So Olympus Coliseum famously has Hades, who is usually a difficult boss fight in Kingdom Hearts, and especially Kingdom Hearts speedrunning, and this is no exception, but in a kind of strange way. I also have to figure out what I need to... Oh, wow, I've got so many ones here. Okay, that solves my problem. Alright. So Hades here has Berserk, which he does more damage the lower HP he's on. So if I get hit on low HP, it's pretty likely I get one shot from that, like, from that blow. So yeah, I can die pretty easily if I'm not careful. Yeah. I have to be a little careful. Yep. So that's the problem with Sleeping Darkness. Even though it's like a nice small room, you can just immediately get into a random encounter. Okay. Alright. So the best way to deal with Hades is I need to get into dark mode immediately, as for most of these fights. If he activates Temper Flare, he's in his rage mode, which means he will do more damage and do more like deadly combo moves. And then I have to activate Attack Bracer, which allows me to attack without having to worry about like what value cards he's going to pop up. even though I have like a lot of ones in my deck, I can just like keep on attacking as long as I don't get destroyed like that. But that was like pretty like pretty good, yeah. I do admit that was really good. That is my bad. Oh, don't get attacked. I actually need as much HP as I possibly can for the next boss. Alright. 4. There's Namine. We'll actually be seeing her a little later. Namine is a big part of Chain Memory's story, especially on Sora's side, but she does have some involvement in Riku's story. So Wonderland is a world that I am a little concerned about, and that is... Okay, hold on. Yeah, I can just use that. Okay. And that's mainly because of the boss fight, as well as like how many red cards do I have to be able to get through a big door. Because the requirements for the next door is like 30 value of red cards. I need to go to the other direction because that's where the door is. Yep. Do I have a random... I can use a bad card here, that's fine. Another reason for Wonderland 2 is I need to do a check on how many zeros I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Alright, let's go RNG. Let's see what happens. Nothing bad would surely happen, right? Alright. We have 4 and 5. Cool. Yeah, ideally you just want to use 4 cards there. So Trickmaster does hit like a truck. But I want him to like hit me like as much as I can until I'm like on low HP range. I believe I can get on low HP, but it is a little bit risky, especially if he does like the fire move. I don't think I could take like 2 hits of that. Yeah, I need to get rid of that. Okay, cool. Alright. Yeah, so there's a reason why I'm setting up for that. Also, yeah, I had enough like stuff. So I didn't want to level up at the end of the fight because I've noticed my experience at the end of Traverse Town is enough to do what I want to do in the next world. Oh no, that is not good. Ah! Please don't hurt me. So the next cutscene is like a special cutscene where you get to choose the world. Of course, we haven't been choosing; we've just been like going through them sequentially. So we're going to go to the final, I guess, optional world you can pick, and until like the end of the game, and that is Halloween Town. So the reason why we're trying to set up a low HP is we're going to try and do a Berserk strat or Oogie Boogie. So Berserk increases the damage the lower your HP is. I might want to start high actually. Maybe a little bit riskier, but we'll see what happens. Okay. I got so many. Yeah, zero cards are not particularly great, but I'm gonna have to deal with what I have. Yeah, I think we're good here. Alright, so in the Oogie fight, and okay, good, he immediately. Oh, that's, hold on. I can do this strat here. Where is Berserk? Oops. May have made a mistake here, but that's okay. So I'm going to see if I can like one cycle him, but if I don't, that's okay. But the gimme card immediately removes the bars, and it's like randomly drops. Ah, I used it to it. Oh, yeah, dang. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, it works out. Almost got the one cycle on Oogie Boogie, but yeah, that was the goal, but I just missed out, but that's all good. Pretty good fight, and also, yeah, that's taking advantage of Berserk. Alright, so we had to go back through our little path that we made, so it's why like my cards were a little bit important with getting back to where we need to go to. Oh. 5, 6. A few sixes. Okay, I'll just use the 5 here. Yeah. Alright, so immediately after coming out of this room, we're going to fight Lexaeus. So Lexaeus is a Riku exclusive boss, and we need to get into, like, again, dark mode as fast as we can. Let's wait using zeros. And then we're going to try to use our dark move. So he actually has a weakness to darkness-based moves, which is kind of convenient considering that we're using the darkness here. And we're going to use his signature move, Dark Aura, here. So hopefully he doesn't use a 0 to interrupt my move. Alright, cool. We got a full. But at this like HP, if he is able to get off the rock move, like your HP bar just like melts. at this point in the game. Like, you're that underleveled, so... It's very scary. So this is the most level ups we're going to get in the game. We're going to get like 4 level ups at once. This will be the last time I upgrade my dark points. The rest will go to HP, and if I get another like, if I get to level 30, I will get my strength to go up. So we have Riku needs a nap after using those slates, and then we're going to go into the last 3 worlds of the game. So the first world that we're going to go to is Destiny Islands, which is Riku's, like, where he grew up and everything, with Sora in the group. The thing is, he's getting, like, dark memories, and, well, dark memories as in, like, you know, no one exists, but he's, like, dark memories as he's been influenced by the darkness in the previous game. Alright. You think this carefully here. You may have noticed too that I am starting to really run out of map cards here, so it's going to be easier said than done to make sure that I have the right map cards for the perfect situation. Yeah, I don't have too many 5s either. Okay. So I had a little panic about this, but the only high green card I got was that 9. If I didn't get that, I would not be able to go through this door. So that was a little scary. So this is the dark side fight. We're gonna do a bunch of things that allow me to go to low HP pretty quickly. So I'm gonna purposely get hit by the shadow here. I'm gonna get purposely hit a lot in this fight actually. So hopefully I manage my HP correctly. Yeah, I don't want to get hit by that. I'm gonna reload. If I break any of like Darkseid's attacks, he'll just immediately cycle to the next one. So it's actually a little bit risky if I end up accidentally like breaking it at the wrong time. That scared me, oh my goodness. So that 0 could be easily broken by one of the shadows, and then I would have like easily died from that hit. Also, we've been normal Riku the entire fight, if anyone was wondering, so it is faster to do this fight as normal Riku. Just so because you hit for his shadow transformation. Anyway, so that's supposed to be, this Sora, but that is actually Zexion. And normally you fight him in Recom, but we don't in this version of the game. So we actually do not fight him in this version of the game. So it's actually really cool that we don't have to, because he is a pain. Oh, don't want to fall off immediately. What do I have? I'm going to use a not so great card here, so I don't have to think about it. Alright, hopefully the door... Okay, good, the door's in a good spot. So this is actually the first appearance of Twilight Town in the Kingdom Hearts series. It's come a long way since this version. And it's a bit strange that this area is in the game because Riku and Sora have never been to Twilight Town. And that is not explained in this game, so I need to actually think this through. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool, yeah. Just making sure, because if I use, like, I need a low... Oh, wow, I got the best room possible, wow. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're good here. So this is the final fight against Riku Replica. So this fight is a little gimmicky. I have to, like, get into dark mode quickly, and I also get to copy his slate lock ability. Alright, we don't want him using Dark Aura, because that is very scary. So the big thing about this fight is I actually can't heal. Mickey does not show up. And he deceptively is like really like he does a lot of damage when you do like engage in like really like direct combat with him. Ah, don't use it. Okay. Okay. Back off. So this deck is also not particularly great, but knowing where like your zeros are is really handy. Please let me get out of that. That was not good. All right, I don't have any more zeros, so I probably need to immediately like reload my deck. Especially because he's okay. He has a good stock already. But yeah, being able to like dodge his Dark Fire Aga is really nice. All right. All right, I might be able to finish him off here. Nice. Got him. That fight is usually more difficult than usual. He usually is very intimidating and just like, he goes really aggressive, especially when he uses his like Dark Break move. He just destroys you with these abilities to lock on. But now I have to figure out if I have enough cards to actually complete the game. So, how many zeros do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I got a few zeros, but I don't want to use too many. That's like the dilemma here. Although I might have to use like a... Oh, no, don't you dare. Might be smart to use like a... Okay, this is why this room sucks, because, yeah. Why I usually avoid using lasting days, because the door to get out of the room is not in places that you think are going to be. Actually, there's another one. I'm going to use that there. Okay. And then another 0 will probably be it, yeah. All right, so here's the big 50 door. Oh, I need that 7. Okay. 5, 5, 10. Let me use that 5 here. I probably have to use, yeah, I'll probably have to grind for more cards. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh, still have 12. Hold on. It'd be so much easier to have 2 6s, but I don't. So. Okay, that took too many numbers to do. I think because I had like not many high values left in my what's left of my cards. But yeah, that is like the last really big room I have to go through, and that reveals a cutscene with Namine, and basically she talks to Riku about having being influenced by the darkness, and also that Sora is currently resting. So we find out that this kind of takes place like while Sora's story is going on, but there's there's a bunch of other things, like basically like a bunch of things just basically going on. This is I only have like 0s left and then a 6. So that's funny. All right. Never know 1. Yeah. Okay. So I might be able to get through this world. But yeah, as we approach like the end of the game, there is one more boss fight we have to deal with, and that is not good that I'm receiving a little bit of damage, but that's okay. Yeah, so what I am going to do after I exit this world is I'm going to go back to a previous world and then like get some more cards, because unfortunately I do not have enough cards to complete the game with. But I'm going to tag the save, and while I'm grinding, if there's any more messages, that'll be great.
No donations, but I might just go over the incentives that we have coming up. We're very close to meeting a few of them. So we've got the Path of Pain race currently at $265 out of $300, so we only need $35 for that one. And we're looking at also the Shadow Generations Tokyo DLC run at $45 to go to meet that incentive. And for this event, we're raising money for Game On Cancer, a charity which funds early career cancer researchers who are working across all areas of cancer research to make this the last generation to die from cancer. If you'd like to donate, you can go to donate.ausspeedruns.com. And back to you.
Thanks. Oh, I got the right card. Cool. I can actually finish the game. Nice. So the last world is Castle Oblivion. It's a really small world. We only have to go through 3 rooms. But it has a very tough boss fight at the end of it. So, spoilers, we're going to go up against Ansem again, but this time he's a whole lot tougher. And, the fight's just really difficult. We're only at level 29. Usually on average, you're like around like level 50 to be able to deal with him. But because we're like extremely low level, we're not going to have as much HP, and we're not going to have a whole lot of time to be able to tank his attacks. You only have one consistent heal in the fight. And that makes the fight very difficult as well. So we're going to start with Overdrive. That is not particularly great because I can't break through his attack. I can do that. It's okay. Dark Shadow is very deadly. It can basically almost one-shot Riku from his current HP if he gets like comboed by it. I am loading up the Mickeys because I do need some heals. But yeah, time should be at the end of this boss fight, depending on if I make it through this attempt. No, okay. All right. Oh. Yeah, he's in hard mode today. It's all good. That was a 9. That's so good. But as you can see, like sometimes he's like so aggressive that he doesn't let you like throw cards out at all. And he has a thing called Slight Blind in the corner, so I can't see what he has coming up. All right. Again, relying on the combos and like the stun that you get on the second hit of Riku of Dark Riku's combos is really nice. Time. Oh god. That was close. But yeah, this is Kingdom Hearts Chain Memories, Riku's story. It's a really fun game. Definitely a different way to play Kingdom Hearts, and it's really fun and really straightforward. And I've definitely enjoyed like speedrunning this game, with the difficulty of both difficulty of managing like what you get and also dealing with the decks that you have. It's a very like dynamic speedrun. I would like to thank Jai for helping last minute with some things, and also thanks to all like my friends and family that have like been really supportive of me. This game is incredibly fun, and probably one of my favorite games to speedrun, and I've speedrun for quite a while. So thanks to everyone for watching, and enjoy PAX. Have fun.
Fantastic run there by AeonFrodo. Up next, we have Mega Man 2 Normal Zipless by JRP, so stick around for that. During that run, we also had a $25 donation from Icy Kiari, putting that towards the Tokyo incentive for Shadow Generations. Thank you so much for that donation. Which means for that Shadow Generations Tokyo DLC run, we're $20 away from meeting that one. So if you'd like to get your donations in, go to donate.ausspeedruns.com. All donations going towards Game On Cancer for this event. That's also the end of my hosting shift, so thank you for having me, and stick around for the rest of PAX. Cheers.
Hello everyone and welcome back to AusSpeedruns at PAX 2025. My name is Grimmo and I'll be taking you through the next few runs here this morning. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. It looks like we're just about ready to get into our next run here. So let's get it started with Mega Man 2 Normal Zipless on the NES by JRP.